In the swift-moving waters of the Guadalupe River, these Texas game wardens have to act and think fast. This time, it's just for practice.
Most of us have done some kind of rescue at some point and did not have the training, so we just kind of winged it. We got lucky.
When you dive in, you're going to catch the bag, simulate it's a victim.
First rescuing a bag, then onto a person.
Same drill, the victim will be up here. Swimmer will jump in, you will grab them.
They learn how to work as a team with rope systems and different swimming techniques.
It's swift water, so anything in that water is going to go downstream quickly. You also have debris in the water, debris such as cars, boats, people, houses.
Even jumping in the water has to be done a certain way.
The training that they're doing today may seem a little bit fundamental and not so, because the water is not rushing as it would in a flooding event. But when they get the techniques down, that's what saves lives.
The game wardens train so they're better prepared in a real-life situation. But unfortunately, many of them already know how easily a drowning can happen firsthand.
We've lost game wardens to the water. We've had game wardens drown. One of the most memorable in a lot of these game wardens' mind is Ty Patterson.
In 2007, Ty Patterson died in a swift water rescue in North Texas.
It's definitely personal to all of us as game wardens, but it's very personal to me because I recruited him and I almost feel responsible for that.
Kevin Frazier says the loss of his friend won't be in vain.
When that happened, I started a team of 6 guys here, a small swift water rescue team, and my ultimate goal was to be where we are today.
Where they are today is a group of 25 game wardens, part of a highly trained statewide search and rescue team.
Of course, we can't bring him back, but this is a good way to honor him.
Yeah. Give me one of these numbers. On you!
4 years after a spinal cord injury left him a paraplegic, 25-year-old Joe Fisher has learned just about every wheelchair trick, so he decided to take the next step. It's called the ReWalk Rehabilitation System.
How's it feeling?
St. David's Rehab Hospital is the first facility in Central Texas to get it. The motor-driven robotic device weighs 44 pounds. It allows patients to walk by detecting shifts within their sense of balance and then moving their legs in a natural gait. The only negative? It sounds like the Terminator or RoboCop.
Robo Joe, engage.
Robo Joe Fisher can laugh now, but 4 years ago, pain replaced laughter. He wasn't wearing a harness when he fell from a 25-foot deer blind in his home state of Missouri.
My original thought was, man, this really hurts. But like everything else, I'm just going to roll over. I'm going to get up, I'm going to walk it off. And went to roll over and realized my back was broken.
Stay with the robot.
Shortly after the accident, Fisher relocated to Austin and became a regular at St. David's Rehab Hospital.
The big thing with Joe's level of injury is that trunk control is key for everything he does, and you can only challenge him so much in a sitting position.
Sit in a chair for 12 hours today and, don't move, and then tell me how it feels.
The ReWalk device helps strengthen his arms and legs, allowing muscles that had once atrophied to get stronger. And that's not the only benefit.
When you're stimulating muscles and bones and areas in your body that were not able to be stimulated in the same way before, you can stimulate some of the nerve pathways that can provide some improvement.
Fisher and his therapist say at times it's almost hard to believe this futuristic technology exists.
These were not goals that we would have for spinal cord injuries just a couple months ago. This was in the R&D lab just 2 years ago. So now we're actually putting it in practice.
Feels pretty cool to walk by my wheelchair. Feels pretty cool to stand up and kiss my girlfriend. It's just kind of a out of this world feeling.
Is that good? Is that good? That worked. We're supposed to be asking you.
This is it. This is the actual bike that I was struck on.
This 900-pound motorcycle, an Indian, has been heavily modified so Roger Chan can ride again.
They had to customize this so I could ride.
A distracted driver hit Chan on his birthday, Thanksgiving 2010.
They handmade this footboard to rest my prosthesis.
They rebuilt the shifter and added rear wheels.
This is how I actually ride.
Don't think the road to recovery has been easy for Chan.
Instead of stopping, he decided to drag me until my leg was sheared off.
It happened on his way to Cook for the Needy.
There was no way he did not know I was there, and there was no way he did not know he hit me. Except he wasn't paying attention.
Chan says more must be done to encourage drivers to stay alert.
12 states have a law banning handheld cell phone use while driving. 41 states outlaw text messaging.
An Austin anti-texting ordinance went into effect in 2010, but now city leaders want to rewrite it. Bianca Benston is the chief prosecutor for the city.
What we can do is address in the law known risks, such as electronic devices that people are using while driving.
Benston says they've been working on changes for about a year. The decision is up to the city council.
It's dangerous right now with the folks that are on the phones.
You got the problem, everyone's crashing, trying to text and everything.
And while some drivers say changing laws won't change actions,
You hurt me and my family in very real terms.
Chan reminds drivers distraction changed his life forever.
It's delivery day at Chris's Liquor in South Austin. And manager Stephen King is lifting spirits.
So how have you been? Long time no see.
Greeting every customer by name.
All right, Steve. John, I hope you have a great day. We love the interactions we have with them, the stories they all have.
You know, they're just good guys.
The shelves are stocked with local specialties and Texas-made favorites.
I would say Deep Eddy and Tito's has done well. Because we're a smaller independent store, we have that freedom to order products that other customers can't find elsewhere.
Yeah, we have it.
It's kept the tiny locally owned chain in the green for more than 20 years, but it could soon get some major competition.
If y'all want to come forward.
A Senate committee heard testimony Wednesday on a bill to allow publicly traded retailers such as Walmart to open their own liquor stores, which could operate right alongside their big box locations.
Right now, Texas is the only state in the nation that allows private companies to compete in the retail sale of spirits or own liquor stores while prohibiting publicly traded companies from doing so.
Travis Thomas with Texans for Consumer Freedom says opening the field to retail superpowers would benefit customers.
I think when it comes to competition, consumers should be able to expect choice, convenience, and lower prices that competition provides. That's what the free market system is about.
This Walmart shopper agrees.
I think it's a good idea. Save you a stop and probably have a good price too.
But King says prices and selection would ultimately suffer.
They're going to lower prices and try to cut out these independent stores, and once they cut us out, they'll raise the prices back up, and it'll make it a lot harder for people to have a good social interaction with someone who really cares about their job. It's good to see you again.
Something that doesn't go unnoticed by his customers.
No, I wouldn't even shop for liquor at Walmart. Tell you the truth, I like keeping that local business going.
A spirited debate to come.
Well, that email will come directly to Christy and myself.
A busy day for Christy Baronet and Courtney Turret. And these two don't have time to monkey around. There are dozens of boxes to unpack and thousands of orders to fill for QVC and others.
There are 3,000 more coming next week.
It's all thanks to a nifty invention called the Monkey Mat.
It's a ripstop nylon.
The mat is waterproof, machine washable, and has weighted corners. It also folds back into its own pouch.
Monkey Mat is your portable floor. It's a clean surface you can take everywhere.
Last July, these best friends took their Monkey Mat idea
Next into the tank are two moms
to the Shark Tank.
So the original inspiration for the Monkey Mat came during an unexpected 6-hour layover at the airport.
Whenever we send an email to Mark Cuban, he gets right back to us within hours. It's pretty cool. They have a support team in place to also be available whenever we have questions or we need guidance.
Their episode aired last week, and orders immediately began pouring in.
The women have only been in business for about 2 years, and while they knew this was a good idea, they never expected the response to be so overwhelming.
In the last week, our sales have equaled 2012 and 2013 combined. It's just been a really wild ride and nonstop for the past week, that's for sure.
One by one, these canine cops are tasked with searching these cars.
Get out of here!
Troopers put drugs in place, then let the dogs do their jobs.
Get out of here, mama. Good boy.
They have a sense of smell that's 10,000 times greater than what you or I can smell.
The dogs are trained to detect narcotics, and once they find the drugs, this towel is their reward.
Good boy.
We get the dogs that do everything that you don't want them to do as a pet. The jumping and scratching and barking.
47 canine teams work together across the state. There are 6 explosive detection dogs. The other 41 take care of the drugs.
Get out of there, buddy!
Many of them are donated to the department or found at rescues.
Find it!
Just a unique way to make a great life for these dogs.
Get out of there, buddy! Get it!
Sometimes they already come with a name. Others are given one with a special meaning.
We have some that are named after soldiers that have been killed in the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. They're named after victims of the 9/11 attacks. So it actually becomes a real neat honor for those families.
The dogs have the same status as any other officer. If someone harms them, it's a felony offense.
They get a badge, they get an ID number, whole 9 yards.
Good boy!
But the dogs are more than just partners for the troopers on highway patrol.
Good boy, Raider!
They're family.
The canines kept at the house with them. They spend all day with them, and then they go home with them. They truly become a part of your family and a part of your life.
Woo! Good boy, buddy!
In North Austin.
Good job, buddy.
Shannon Murray, KVUE News. The Drag, otherwise known as Guadalupe Street, is where students, business professionals, and the homeless coexist.
I've been out here now almost going on 6 years now.
Sean Mays says he's a U.S. Army veteran.
I never thought I'd see me and my family out here, sleeping on the street corner.
Now living on the streets near the University of Texas.
Anybody can walk down the streets and, pass judgment.
Do you mind if I shoot your portrait, man?
But not Kyle Miller.
Name, age, and hometown?
This UT grad student is on a mission with his partner, Caitlin Collins.
You're definitely a part of this.
To hear their stories.
Okay, one more, big smile.
A few months ago, Miller started $5 Stories, a project to showcase Austin's homeless.
A lot of these people were not on the streets until 1 or 2 bad situations happened to them.
For $5, he takes their portrait and shares their story online.
I think just bringing that to light, hopefully will just ease that awkwardness and make some sort of a social difference, really, is what it's about.
He hopes others will be inspired to do the same.
Pay attention. Ask how their day is going.
Miller offered them a cup of coffee.
There still are, people out there that, have a heart of gold.
Some clean socks and a snack.
I was just stunned. I was like, okay. And he seemed like a cool person.
Tracy Owens says whether it's as simple as a smile or a few kind words.
We good people, you know what I'm saying? If you just come up and talk to us.
Like, that helps me, cope and, be able to coexist.
A kindness Mays takes as a sign
that hope for humanity ain't all lost.
and makes him feel human again.